Shalom, 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 my brothers and sisters of the nation of Israel, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. Welcome to another end of the week Sabbath class. I'm your brother Ananias.
Brother Yakub.
Brother Ezekiel.
We are A.O.I, the Awakening of Israel, and it's an honor and privilege as always to come before you each and every Friday to give you another edifying, uplifting lesson with hopes and regards of building our nation up, and we appreciate everybody tuning in. Go ahead and hit that like button. It's a light thing to do. Just hit that like button on your cell phone, on your laptop, on your TV. It's simple to do. Share the content as well because the lessons are done to edify our nation of people. Not just you, but for our nation of people. So we appreciate everybody tuning in as well. Tonight's class is going to be taught by the mighty brother Yakub. And while he's teaching, make sure you following along in the scriptures, listening, most importantly, but following along in your Bible, taking notes. So whatever's needed, do so you can stay on board and on top of the class. All right. But I'm going to pass it off to my brothers. On you, King.
All praise to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And all praise to you, brothers and sisters, tuning in with us tonight on this Friday night lesson. And, tonight we're going to go into the class, man. You know what I'm saying? And, kind of lift our people up with this word today. What we're doing today, we lack in faith because we don't pray enough. We lack in faith because we see the times that there is crazy out here. You know what I'm saying? So we all know how to go to the Lord with prayer, man. Prayer and faith. So the class called, closed mouth don't get fed. And if you don't pray to the Lord, you know what I'm saying, you can't get fed. You can't get fed with wisdom, with the knowledge and understanding and the truth and support. You know what I'm saying? We need the Lord in these trying days, man. These some trying times. So anything we want, you know what I'm saying, wisdom. If you want healing in the body, if you want knowledge and understanding, it's time for us to ask the Lord. And if you want kingdoms, if you want the thrones, if you want the things that you need, if you want, ask the Father for those things as well. So we're going to start the lesson off with the book of James, chapter 1 through 5. You know what I'm saying? Because Israel, we desire a lot in this kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, we go through it all day and all the time. So our people desire it, to be something great. But we got to call to the Father. Because, hey, if you just sitting there and not saying anything, it's like having a child. If your child is sick, if the mother don't know that the child is sick, if you don't say anything, that hey, the mother can give you any medicine to heal you. So that's the same thing. So you got to ask the Lord for help. Ask the Lord for wisdom to help guide us through these trying times. So let's start our book off with the book of James, chapter 1, verse 5.
Book of James, chapter 1, verse 5. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of God, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. But let him ask him.
God, say if you lack wisdom, ask the Father, man. Ask God, He would give it to you liberally. You know what I'm saying? And He and upbraid of not. He's not going to upbraid the truth from you. He's going to give it to you. And so that's the thing. A lot of Jake, you lean on your own understanding. You know what I'm saying? You think you got it, you know it all. A lot of people like that. They don't try to, ask the Father, man. You know what I'm saying? And we know we lack a lot of wisdom with what's going on. We can't understand these times today. We don't understand the things that's going through it in our life. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, if you lack wisdom, ask God. Give me verse 6, King.
Verse 6, James chapter 1, verse 6. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering. For he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed.
So you got to ask with faith. You got to believe in your prayer. You know what I'm saying? You got to believe in the Father that He's going to do what He's going to do. And see, in this captivity, it wore you out. That you don't believe in no more. You don't believe that God gonna come and help save you. You know what I'm saying? But you got to ask correctly, man. And we're gonna go into those scriptures that break it down when you ask correctly. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord can feed you with the knowledge and wisdom and understanding that you need, you know? And let's get the book of Proverbs, chapter 2, verse 2 through 5. Proverbs chapter 2, verse 2 through 5. You know what I'm saying? You got to make your ear attentive too. You know what I'm saying? Like Israel, you have your sometimes you have your ears closed. You have your mind closed out from what the Lord wants you to do. But you got to be willing. You can't lean on your own understanding. You got to be willing to listen. Let's bring that out, King.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 2, verse 2. So that thou incline thy ears unto wisdom, and apply thine heart to understanding. Verse 3. Yea, if thou criest after knowledge, and liftest up thy voice for understanding. Verse 4. If thou seekest her as silver, and searchest for her as for hid treasures. Verse 5. Then shalt thou understand the fear of the Lord, and find the knowledge of God.
So if you seek knowledge and wisdom like you searching for gold and silver, the Lord's going to bless you with it, man. Like if you're a guy about your finances, you'll go to this place and that place to know how to hustle, you know what I'm saying, to get your bread up. You'll accumulate good wealth. The same way with wisdom. If you search out the scriptures to wisdom for wisdom, like you search for silver and gold, the Lord's going to increase your knowledge and understanding. You know what I'm saying? To preserve you. You know what I'm saying? To help you along the way. But you know what I'm saying? You got to ask for those things, man. You got to ask for wisdom, and you got to seek it. You know, you can't just waver away from it. Oh no, man. Man, you know what I'm saying? My pastor was wrong. My pastor, the only thing he want to do is give me money. They want my money and want my tithe. And you're right. In the Christian church, that's all they do want. But then you have to ask the Lord yourself for the wisdom. And the Lord, sincerely, he's going to give it to you. You ask sincerely, the Lord is going to give it to you, man. You know what I'm saying? But you got to ask for that thing, you know? And let's get this right quick, Kings. Let's get the book of Jeremiah, chapter 33, verse 3. You know what I'm saying? Jeremiah chapter 33, verse 3. You know what I'm saying? You got to call into the Father, man. You got to be able to call to the Father. I
Book
can
of
get it.
Jeremiah, chapter 33, verse 3. Call
Uh,
unto me, and I will answer thee, and show thee great and mighty things which thou knowest not.
so if you desire the wisdom to know certain things that was hidden from you, you call into the Father, he going to show you great and mighty things which thou knowest not. You know, because like I said, it's a lot of things that you don't know that you think you know. You know what I'm saying? What you see in this world ain't what it appear to be.
Right.
You know, it's more knowledge out there and more wisdom that the Lord can show you. You know what I'm saying? This is like the scripture said, this is not your rest. The things that you see right here, this is not it, man. Just because you went to school and got your master's degree and your PhD, that don't mean that you know everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Just because Esau limit your education with his indoctrination, it doesn't mean you know everything, man. You know, you seek after the Lord and he'll show you great and mighty things, man, to increase your faith. But you got to call out to him. You know what I'm saying? You can't sit down on the keyboard all the time and just going through TikTok and whatever, you know, saying all the platform you want to go through. I'm gonna look at through this and look at this inspiring video and whatever. Man, you gotta take time out and call unto the Lord, man.
That's right.
You know, what I'm saying? When your faith get weak, you know what I'm saying, your body get weak, you know what I'm saying, things not happen the way it does supposed to happen for you, that you feel as if it's supposed to, you need to call out to the Father, man, so he can feed you with knowledge and wisdom and feed your spirit. And that's the most important thing on this in this earth as Israelites. As a black, so-called black man, black woman, Hispanic man, and Hispanic woman, Native American man, you need to call out to the Father, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, you have to. It's a must. Let's go to the book of Deuteronomy 32 and 6.
Hey, bro,
Right?
can I bring something out right fast?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I just want to make a point that a lot of people tend to call out to their family or their peers quicker than they do to the Most High, not believing that the Most High is the main one that can see to your problem. A lot of times your family and
Right.
friend can't solve all your problems. You'll talk to your family and friend all day, every day about your problem, what you need or what you're going through, but you don't talk to the Most High about that.
Con. Hey, what the scripture says, seek after the book and read. You know, you got to seek the Lord. You got to seek out to the Lord and read the laws, read the commandments. You know what I'm saying? Go through the wisdom of our forefathers that he put down in the book and seek after the Lord and have faith. Stop. Like you said, King, you can't rely on friends and family that are carnal. Now, of course, there's some carnal Jake out there that got some wisdom, but at the same time, you need to seek after the Lord, man. Don't just seek out your friends who out there in the streets. You know what I'm saying? You know, twerking on headlights, man. Because you know, a lot of you young folks too. You seek after those folks. Seek after the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? Stop dealing with your. And then too, I'm sorry, King. I got to elaborate on that thing. It was heavy. You're right. You go after those people that don't want your best. You don't have your good interest at heart. You know what I'm saying? They only after that only talk to you for entertainment. They don't deal with you in a spiritual way. You know what I'm saying? In a logical way. When you deal with the Lord gonna deal with you spiritual and logical, man. So yeah, you got to do that thing. Thank you,
Yes,
King.
sir.
This
Book
is
of
the book of.
Deuteronomy, Book of
Go
Deuteronomy,
ahead, King. I'm sorry
chapter.
about
Okay, no problem. Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 6. Do ye thus requite? Excuse me. Do ye thus requite the Lord, a foolish people and unwise? Is not he thy father that hath brought thee? Have he not made thee and established thee? Verse 7. Remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations. Ask thy father, and he will show thee. Thy elders, and they will tell thee. Verse 8.
Con. That's it. That's all. And look, verse 6 said, do ye thus requite the Lord, O foolish people and unwise? Do you not avenge the Lord or return to the Lord, O foolish people, unwise? Is not he thy father that have brought thee? Have he not made thee and established thee? See, a lot of our people don't understand that the Lord made you. You know what I'm saying? Like you lost the faith long ago when you've been in them churches and your prayers wasn't answered because you weren't keeping those commandments. That's why your prayers weren't answered a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? But he, the Lord, he's the God that created you, man. You know what I'm saying? He's the one who brought your forefathers out of Egypt. You know what I'm saying? You got to call to him. And when it says in verse 7, it says, remember the days of old, consider the years of many generations. You got to go back to the past. Go back. Don't just settle for the modern traditional history that the so-called white man give you in those school books. You know what I'm saying? You need to go back. Research. That's why it says, remember the days of old, consider the years of many generations. You got to go back and ask, man. He said, ask thy father, and he will show thee, thy elders, and he will tell thee. You got to ask the father, man. Ask the father for that wisdom, and he'll show you. You know what I'm saying? Ask the elders, and they should tell thee. Those with wisdom and understanding that got experience in this life, they will show you and tell you how to navigate. You know what I'm saying? And those men of the Lord that's in this truth, talk to those brothers. You know what I'm saying? They're going to tell you how to navigate, how to keep the commandments. You know what I'm saying? How to abstain from sin. You know what I'm saying? How to keep on the high road, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's our thing, man. We got to continue to call to the Father, man. You know, as a people, man, because there's going to be some troubled times ahead. You got martial law that's coming apart. I mean, that's coming ahead. You got Jacob's troubles. You know what I'm saying? We got some troubled times that's happening, man. And see, Israel, we ain't got comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Just like it was in the days of Noah, those people got comfortable, man, doing their own thing. You know what I'm saying? They didn't think that the water is going to actually come because, hey, look, it never rained. in what, 100 years? And no people like, damn, it ain't rain yet. So how you gonna tell me, man, Noah's gonna rain? Man, screw you, Noah. We're gonna continue doing what we're gonna do. Then one day the Lord allowed it to rain. So you know what I'm saying, you gotta ask the Father, you know what I'm saying, if you desire wisdom, knowledge, understanding, ask the Most High, man, you know, and he gonna show you. And let's get the book of Luke. The book of Luke, chapter 11, verse 9 through 14. The book of Luke, chapter 11, verse 9 through 14. You know what I'm saying? And if you want blessings, and different things in this world, you got to continue to ask the Father, man. Let me read that right quick for you there, King. This is the book of Luke, chapter 11, verse 9 through 14. And I say unto you, ask, and it shall be given you. Seek, and he shall find. Knock, and it shall be open unto you. For everyone that seeketh receiveth, and he that seeketh findeth, and to him that knocketh it shall be open. So if you actually put in your work trying to seek wisdom, seek understanding and the truth of what's going on, you know what I'm saying? Or if you want even blessings, if you seeking for the Lord to bless you, you know what I'm saying? Excuse me, if you seeking for the Lord to bless you and give you the things that you desire in your heart, man, you got to continue to go for that thing. You got to continue to ask him by keeping the Lord's commandments. It said, for everyone that seeketh receiveth, and he that seeketh findeth, and to him that knocketh it shall be open. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you want a job, you're gonna continue to put applications in, update your resume. You're gonna go up there sometimes, man. You're gonna go up there, knock on the door. Hey, what's going on? I heard y'all had a job opening, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, and when y'all gonna get that job? Like, oh, hey, okay, we don't have anything right now. Hey, man, you keep on going to that door, they're gonna get like, man, screw it, man. He might as well be working. He's been here so much. Let me go ahead and answer this call right quick. Let me go ahead and call this man up for an interview. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know what I'm saying? You got to be like that, man.
Right.
You got to continue to be, you know what I'm saying? Don't cease. Be at that thing. Call unto the Father, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, if you don't, you won't see those blessings, man. And we're not trying to sound carnal like the Christian church, all about prosperity, because it ain't all about prosperity. You know what I'm saying? It's about wisdom too. But if you need things in this life, you know what I'm saying? Ask the Father, man. He gonna give it to you. You know what I'm saying? Let's get that in the book of James, chapter 5 and verse 15. James chapter 5 and verse 15, man. You know? Yeah, man. I think the Lord for giving us this wisdom in these last days, man.
That's right.
Giving us the wisdom, you know what I'm saying, concerning the prophecies that's going on. Because a lot of you don't know it, but because you don't ask. You know, so that's why we go back to the book of Deuteronomy 32 and say, hey, you got to ask the fathers. Ask the Father, he's going to show you, and thy elders he shall tell you. But let's read that. The book of James, chapter 5, verse 15 through 16.
Book of James, chapter 5, verse 15. And the prayer of faith shall save the sick, and the Lord shall raise him up. And if he have committed sins, they shall be forgiven him. Confess your faults one to another. Confess your faults one to another, and pray one for another, that ye may be healed. The affectionate, fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much.
So look, if you're a righteous man, the Lord going to hear your prayer. You know what I'm saying? If you're sick, if you need healing, continue to pray. Especially if you're a righteous man, you keep the Lord's commandments. You know what I'm saying? You're not asking for carnal things out there. You know what I'm saying? You asking for the Lord to heal you and heal your family, whoever the case is. Hey, the Lord would do that. He will heal you from sickness, man. And certain things that you're going through. And verse 16 said, confess your faults to another and pray for one another. If you got a brother or sister that you trust, man, hey, look here, man, I'm going through a situation. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I need you to help me. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to tell everybody everything, you know. But at the same time, look, I'm going through something. I need you to help. I need you to pray with me. I need you to fast with me. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case be. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna need somebody to help you in these days, man. Confess your faults to one another and pray one for another that ye may be healed. The effectual fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much. You know what I'm saying? A fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much. So if you're a righteous brother and sister, man, you put in work by keeping these commandments, doing your due diligence, the Lord gonna hear it, you know? But you gotta, hey, look, go to that brother, sister that they may help you. You know what I'm saying? Help you in these days, man. Because you never know. It's just like if you're sick, hey, you got to go to the doctor or go to a physician. Not necessarily going to these Saul's facilities, but go to someone that you know and tell them what's going on. Maybe they can tell you something to help you. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't go to that brother and sister and take a look, I'm not saying necessarily you necessarily got to go to someone, but go to someone that you trust, you know, or go to someone that's in that field and you tell them, look here, I need help. What should I do? I'm suffering with this. Hey, look, okay, look, this is what you do, man. You take this so hey, look, I know this brother right here, he's better. Hey, they might inform you of someone that's more credible to help you, you know? So, you know, you have to do those things, man. With prayer, man. With prayer, going to your brothers and sisters, you know. Now let's get the book of wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, verse 21. You know, book of wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, verse 21. Now, as Israelites, as the men of the Most High, we desire a lot of things on this earth that we don't get. You know what I'm saying? And Jake, a lot of times, Jake don't know how to ask for things, man. You know what I'm saying? Jake don't know. Jake want he want the yacht with the dope money lined up. You know what I'm saying? He don't understand how to, you know, the true things on this earth to get. But we want wisdom, we want knowledge, and we want a kingdom too to go along with it. And we want thrones like anyone else on this planet Earth. Everybody else, every other nation have their throne, their scepters. But if you desire these things, ask the Lord, He would give it to you. You know? And we desire that thing.
Right.
The book of wisdom, Solomon chapter 6, verse 21. If your delight be in then thrones and scepters, O ye kings of the people, honor wisdom, that ye may reign forevermore. So if you desire thrones and scepters, desire wisdom. The Lord give you wisdom to help you to acquire these things. And see, look, us keeping these commandments is allowing us to step forth in that new world that the things that we desire for as thrones and scepters in the kingdom. The Lord's going to give us those things, man, with the wisdom and the knowledge and understanding. That's why we in these scriptures day in and day out, searching, seeing how we can get better as a people, as an individual, how we can lift our people up again. You know what I'm saying? Through the wisdom of the Lord. Verse 22. As for wisdom, what she is and how she came up, I will tell you, and will not hide mysteries from you, but will seek her out from the beginning of her nativity and bring the knowledge of her into light, and will not pass over the truth. So when you ask the Lord for wisdom and knowledge, and you sincerely searching and you're going through these scriptures and you're keeping these commandments, the Lord going to give it to you, man. He's going to give you the knowledge of her life and will not pass onto the truth, man. The Lord won't pass over the truth like your Christian pastors do, you know, pass right over keeping the Lord's commandments. No, bump that. Hey, look, that's too hard to understand. Keeping all the commandments is too hard in this nation right here. You got to, you know what I'm saying? That's why the Christ came and gave us grace. No, keep the commandments, man. Ask the Lord for wisdom. And He's gonna give it to you, man. He's gonna give you thrones, whatever you desire. Man, let's throw up that picture right quick, King. I think I sent a link to your phone. Let's throw that up, man. Now look, brothers and sisters. Hey, look, this will happen when you keep wisdom. The Lord will give you scepters and thrones. Yes, those are black men, man. Those are black men sitting on thrones and scepters. You know what I'm saying? When you cry out to the Lord for wisdom and you continue to search, understanding, the Lord gonna give us these things, man. The Lord gonna give us these things right here. You know? Yeah, man. And it's good. And that's good. Look, these all black men on thrones, and that's how the Lord gonna do us, man. That's how it's gonna be when we get our kingdom. You know, with all your heart desire. You know, that's hey, these see, they don't just a king, he's not there just docile and not knowing anything. You know what I'm saying? He got counselors, he have the most high giving him wisdom. He's searching in wisdom to be the best king he can be. Look at that, man. Look at that. Look at these brothers right here, man, sitting up in all these land. Brother got the desert right behind him. You know, so they got his throne right there. Looking how you're gonna blueprint this thing. I look, man. These are the things the Lord gonna help you get. He will give it to you, but you gotta ask him, man. You know, gotta ask him. Let's go to the book of Psalms, chapter 2, verse 8. The book of Psalms, chapter 2, verse 8.
The book of Psalms, chapter 2, verse 8, and it reads, Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession.
Oh, man. The Lord said he'll give you the heathen for your possession if you ask him, man. So you Christians, man, you don't want to ask the Lord. You don't know how to truly ask the Father, man. These are blessings, man, the Lord would give to us. You know what I'm saying? If we call and ask him. You know, the Lord said, ask for me, and I will give the heathen for you for a possession. You know, you guys to be able to call him, man, so the Lord can give you these things, man. Man, I'm gonna read verse 9. It says, verse 9, right here it says, well, man, yeah. It said, Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel, man. Man, look, you ask the Lord to give you the heathen for possession, man. You could do whatever the hell you want to do to that heathen, man. Break them like a potter's vessel. You know what I'm saying? With a rod of iron, man. Look, man. Hey, you got to be able to keep this wisdom, knowledge, understanding, keep those commandments, so the Lord can give you these heathens for you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, brother,
You know what I'm saying? You got to act. Go ahead, King.
I just want to note for people who are looking at the class to know that what you just read is coming out of King James version of the Bible, and not the Apocrypha, because a lot of people don't accept the Apocrypha. So this what he just read is coming out of the King James. So just know that. Don't disregard it because you don't trust or accept the book. This is the King James version. You know, just bring that out because a lot of people don't accept nothing coming out the Apocrypha.
Man. Oh, yeah, you're right, King. All praises, King. A lot of our people, like you said, they don't accept the Apocrypha because Esau didn't, he hid it from them. You know what I'm saying? And the Christian church don't speak of it. But this is coming out the book of Psalms. You know what I'm saying? This is coming from King David himself. He was a king and he was a prophet, you know, and asked the Father, hey man, give me these heathen for possession, you know. So we got to do the same thing that our forefathers did, man. Ask the Father, continue to call out to him, you know. And let's get the book of James chapter 4 and verse 23. James chapter 4 and verse 23. You know, because a lot of us, we don't know how to ask the Father truly, man, for a blessing. You know, so we don't know how to ask the Father for a blessing, man, for real.
You said
You know, saying
James
JP,
chapter 4?
yeah, chapter 4, verse 2 through 3.
Okay. Book of James chapter 4, verse 2. Ye lust and have not. Ye kill and desire to have, and cannot obtain. Ye fight and war, yet ye have not, because ye ask not. verse 3.
So yeah, we lust. We ye lust and have not. You know, our people, we lust after the things we want carnality. You know what I'm saying? We want carnal things. You lusting over another man's wife, you lusting over a whore, or whatever the case is. And that's why you don't have it. Ye kill and desire to have. You kill one another as a brother and a sister, excuse me, y'all kill one another. And you desire to have more and more. Yeah, I'm gonna kill this brother for his car, kill him for his money, but then you still don't have enough. It says and cannot obtain. You wonder why you can't obtain anything because you're going off of carnality. You know, you sinning by wanting to kill one another, man. Ye lust and have not, ye kill and desire to have and cannot obtain. Ye fight in war, yet ye have not, because ye ask not. Jake, you fight in war for some drug money, man. You know what I'm saying? You fight in war just for a block. You know what I'm saying? That's why you ain't got nothing, man. You don't know how to ask. You know what I'm saying? Verse 3. I'm sorry, King. I'm gonna read verse 3. He says, ye ask and receive not, because ye ask amiss. And that's because you asking for carnality, man. You asking for a look, Lord. Look, I want to get this dope money so I can bring my mom out the projects. No, idiot, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't ask for those carnal things, man. You know, don't ask for that. You know what I'm saying? Ask for wisdom. Ask for understanding. But no, Jake want the carnal things out of life, man. He want the 25-inch rims so he can show everybody. Man, the Lord ain't trying to give you that, fool. He said, ye ask not and receive not, because ye ask amiss, that ye may consume it upon your lust. That's all you want to do. You want to showboat. You want to show everybody what you got. You know what I'm saying? You want to front the neighborhood. Look, this is what I got, man. Look, I got my money. You want to show your money off on the YouTube or TikTok or whatever the case is on social media. You know what I'm saying? You act amiss because you consume by your lust, man. That's it. Because you want to feel that appeal that everyone can see you. You know, I'm on top. I got this. Not desiring wisdom, not desiring understanding, man. But you want to show out to everyone else that, hey, look, this is what I have. You know, crazy, man. You know, let's get the book of John, chapter 9 and verse 31. The book of John, chapter 9, verse 31. Yeah, man. Our people don't know how to ask correctly to the Lord, you know. Forget that, King. The book of John, chapter 9, verse 31.
Book of John, chapter 9, verse 31. Now we know that God heareth not sinners, but if any man be a worshiper of God and doeth his will, him he heareth.
Come on. That's why the Lord ain't answering your prayer. That's why the Lord ain't hearing you, because you're a sinner, man. You know, and that's why you ask amiss. You know, that's why you ask amiss. Where it was saying in James chapter 4, verse 3. Because you're a sinner, man, and God don't hear sinners. You know, you Christian churches and Christian people in the church, you know, you asking for carnal things, but yet instead you're not keeping the Lord's commandments, man. You know, you're still eating the hog maw, still gonna do your Easter Sunday worship with the damn devil egg, with the egg dressed up with a cartoon character on the eggshell, and give it to your kid and talking about, hey, the Lord died for you. Stop it, man. Stop it. You know, the Lord don't hear sinners. He says, but if any man be a worship of God and doeth his will, him he heareth. So the Lord heareth the upright man. The ones that's keeping his law, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? Those are the ones the Lord hears. Now let's get the book of Proverbs 12 and verse 5 through 7. Proverbs chapter 12, verse 5 through 7. get that right quick. Yeah, man. Jake, the Lord hear the upright man. You know, he don't hear sinners. And we have to get away from our sinful ways, our sinful deeds, and come back to the Father, man. You know, the Lord gonna hear you when you doing the right thing. When you call out to him, He's gonna feed you with knowledge and understanding, man. The book of Proverbs, chapter 12, verse 5. The thoughts of the righteous are right, but the counsel of the wicked are deceit. You know? So if you're an upright man, if you're a righteous man, the Lord hear you. Let me read it one more time. Verse 5. The thoughts of the righteous are right, but the counsels of the wicked are deceit. So if you're still in this, if you're still sinning, you know what I'm saying, the Lord's not hearing that, man. Because your thoughts are wrong. Your thoughts are with killing one another, your thoughts with selling drugs to your community. You know what I'm saying? You got to be in the rightful mind with the way the Lord can hear you. That way the Lord can feed you knowledge. I mean, feed you and give you the things that you actually need and desire. Rightful things, man. You know, not a new kilos of dope so you can sell to, you know, so you can get back on top or whatever. The Lord doesn't hear your wicked ways, man. But hear the thoughts of those of the righteous ones, man. You know. In verse 6, it says, the words of the wicked are to be, the words of the wicked are to lie in wait for blood, but the mouth of the upright shall deliver them. And a lot of our people, you know what I'm saying, we want to wait for blood for our own people, man. You know what I'm saying? We're not trying to, you know, heal one another, ask God for wisdom and understand. We're not wanting that. We want to lie and wait for blood for one another, brother, kill them, you know what I'm saying? And then ask God for, you know, to actually try to help us or whatever, give us our need. No. You got to be upright, man. You got to love one another. You know, that's what it says, but the mouth of the upright shall deliver him. So if you're upright, brother or sister, the Lord going to deliver you, man. He's going to deliver you out of this chaos, out of this captivity. Verse 7, the wicked are overthrown and are not, but the house of the righteous shall stand. So the Lord, man, He's gonna hear you, man. The house of the righteous shall stand. You know. So hey, look, if you keep it on your wicked ways, you're gonna be overthrown. But the house of the righteous, you should stand, man. You know, you should stand. The Lord gonna give you exactly what you need, man. So let's get that. Let's get the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 12, and verse 7 through 8. The book of Samuel, 2 Samuel Kings, 2 Samuel chapter 12, verse 7 through 8. Now look, we finna show you, hey, anything your heart desires, anything you call out to the Lord and ask for, He'll give it to you, man. This is an example of Nathan, the prophet, where the Lord told him to tell David. Now we know David went off by killing his brother, killing Uzziah, which was a Hittite. I don't know if, you know, he was of the nation of Israel directly, but he was a Hittite and he was going to war. And David lust after his wife. But the Most High told Nathan, look, I told Nathan to tell David, I would have gave you anything you wanted, man. You could have asked for it instead of going after that man and his wife. But look, you got to ask the Lord. Let's get that, King. 2 Samuel chapter 12, verse 7 through 8.
Book of 2 Samuel chapter 12, verse 7. And Nathan said to David, thou art the man, thus said the Lord God of Israel, I anointed thee king over Israel, and I delivered thee out of the hand of Saul. Verse 8, and I gave thee thy master's house and thy master's wives into thy bosom, and gave thee the house of Israel and of Judah. And if that had been too little, I would moreover have given unto thee such and such things.
So the Lord said, man, I would have gave you more wives. I gave you the house of Judah. I gave you the house of Israel. If you wanted more, I would have gave you such things, man. You know? So all that you got to do is ask me, man. And look, Father, I want a woman like her. Like Uzziah, Uzziah's had. Excuse me, like Uriah had. I want that woman like that. The Lord would have gave you that, man. The Lord would have give you anything your heart desire, man. You know what I'm saying? But you got to call out and ask him, and to be an upright man, upright sister, and an upright brother, man. You know? The Lord would give you those things that you desire. You know? So let's get that. Another one, King. Let's go to the book of Psalms, chapter 121. You know what? Let's get let's get the book of Psalms 121, verse 4 through 5. Psalms 121, verse 4 through 5.
The book of Psalms, chapter 121, verse 4. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
So the Lord, he don't sleep and he don't slumber, man. He said, the Lord that keepeth Israel, he said, verse 5, the Lord is thy keeper, the Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord is the shade upon the right hand. And we the right hand of the Lord. The shade is the protection. So anything you need, if you need protection from the Father, look, if you need the Lord protect you, he would do it. As long as you stay on his right hand of his. Verse 4 says, behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither sleep, shall neither slumber nor sleep. Salakia. So the Lord don't sleep. He don't slumber. He hear your cry. You know? Whatever you desire in your heart, you need protection from your enemies, the Lord will do it. You know? If you desire more, the Lord will give it. It says, he that keepeth Israel, and you the Israelites. He said, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. He don't sleep or slumber, man. He's the Most High. He's the creator. He created all of Israel, man. He's our God. You know? And he gonna protect us. Let's get it again in the book of let's hit the book of Psalms, chapter 19 and verse 14. Psalms chapter, you know what? Salakia. Let's get 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 16. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 16. You know? So to get that protection from the Most High and stay on his right side, stay on his right hand, you have to continue to pray.
First
Book of First
Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse number 16. Rejoice evermore. Pray without ceasing. Verse number 18. And everything give thanks, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus concerning you. Quench not the spirit, despise not prophecy. Prove all things.
God, prove all things and hold fast that which is good. So, man, look, you got to pray without season. You got to continue to pray so the Lord can be able to protect you and give you the things that you need. This is how the Lord can feed you. This is how the Lord can protect you. That's one way of feeding you. And it says, quench not the spirit. Don't quench the spirit, man. You know what I'm saying? If you know you desire that you need wisdom, that you know you need some type of deliverance from what's going on in your life, man, go into the scriptures. You know, don't quench the spirit. Feed the spirit. Ask a brother, ask a sister that's righteous and say, hey, look, I need you to help. You know, go to the Lord in prayer. Continue praying. Say, pray without ceasing. Keep praying, man. Don't stop praying. Don't stop calling out to the Father for help, man. No matter how low you get, don't stop calling out to the Father, man. Because if you stop praying, the Lord don't know how to bless you, man. He won't. Look, if somebody hurt and you on, if a bridge fell underneath the bridge and the Lord gave you the breath to still holler and scream, if you don't holler and scream for nobody, nobody know where the hell you at. You know what I'm saying? Ambulance, hey, look, it's clear. We don't, everybody's dead or whatever. Let's just bomb this place or excavate it off. Look, you got to keep yelling. Yeah, I'm still here. I'm here. Help, help, help. That's how you got to pray, man. Pray without season, man. In these last days, you got to be like that, man. You know, so the Lord can protect you. So he can be the shade. So you can be the shade on his right hand, man. It said, in everything, give thanks, for this is the will of God in Yahweh Shai Hamashiach concerning you. So you got to give thanks in everything you do. You know, continue to give thanks. Lord, thank me. Thank you, Father. Excuse me. Thank you, Father, for the things you've done. The water, Father, for the things you have done for me and my people. You know what I'm saying? For the little I have, thank you. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord going to bless you. And what it says in verse 20, despise not prophesying. Don't despise prophesying. You know, if you hear brother prophesying, don't despise it. If something in your spirit, don't despise that either. Tell brothers and sisters, look, this was going on, this was happening. At the same time, if a brother prophesying and seeing the things that's coming, look, get that, because understanding that that's coming from the Lord is using him as a vessel to give to you. You know what I'm saying? To give you the understanding and wisdom what's going on, to prophesy to you the things that's coming. That's how the Lord can feed you with wisdom, so you can go through this life, go through this pathway, and survive. You know. Let's get this, bro. Let's go to the book of Psalms, chapter 19 and verse 14. The book of Psalms, chapter 19 and verse 14.
Book of Psalms, chapter 19, verse 14. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord, my strength and my redeemer.
So look, let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in the Lord's sight, man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that your prayer is acceptable. Make sure that the things that you're doing in the ways that you're carrying yourself is acceptable, you know what I'm saying, before the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You can't go to the Lord in any type of way. You know what I'm saying? In your own vain way, in your own vanity. You know, knowing that you're eating hog maul and snowing up dope. You know, hey, look, make sure you keep the commandments and being righteous. You know what I'm saying? Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart, meaning the meditation of my mind, make sure my mind in the right place. You know, it said, be acceptable in the Lord's sight. O Lord, my strength and my redeemer. So he's the strength of Israel. He's the redeemer of our people, man. And the Lord going to be the one that's going to bring us out of this captivity. You know, but you got to call out to him. You got to continue to call out to him, be in the right mind, be in the right spirit, so we can get the hell out of this damn captivity. You know? And my brothers and sisters, Israel, hey, it's time for us to, you know, wake up as a people, come back to the Most High, call out to him, man. Call out to the Father. It ain't too late to call out to the Father. It ain't never too late. Get your mind right, get your spirit together, and let's come back so the Lord can redeem us as his people, man. You know? Make sure that the prayer in your heart is rightful towards the Lord, man. So he can hear your prayer and hear your cry and give you what you need. My name is Brother Yakub.
Brother Benaiah.
Brother Ananias.
Brother Ezekiel.
Hey, brothers and sisters, we thank you guys for showing up, watching these videos, watching the lesson. And I pray tonight you got something from it, that it fills your faith up, that understanding that you can pray your way out of this thing with faith, you know what I'm saying, and keep the Lord's commandments. And with peace and love, we say shalom.
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 Oh.